Hello and welcome to my second part of the factory method and abstract factory design pattern. Previously we talked about the factory method and how it creates instances of certain types upon request and using input methods like constants or something like identifiers that would identify the return type of the instances that are needed to be created. The abstract factory is a bit different in the sense that it doesn't subclass the type of the product that it needs to create. It subclasses the method of creation itself. So for example, if you have a certain type of vehicles like a car, a motorcycle, a airplane, then you create a factory for each type. You do not check whether the user is asking to create a certain type at that point. You subclass the factories themselves. So as an example, I have created a vehicle parts class hierarchy where I'm creating vehicle parts, like, you know, I'm creating wheels, I'm creating engines. So I have created two methods that will be checking whether the wheels are belonging to a civil car part, or the engine, for example, or the engine is a civil car's engine, or it's belonging to the motorcycle's parts or not. Okay. So if I look at the implementation, you see if I call the wheels for the civil car parts, I get something telling me that this is a civil car wheels. And the same for the engine. This is a civil car engine. Okay, or for the motorcycle, the engine and the wheels as well. Okay. Now, if I take a look at the abstract factory itself, so I have an abstract factory which is pure virtual. So you do not instantiate the factory itself, but you rather subclass from that factory. So you create another special factory that will be creating civil cars parts. Okay. And in this factory, I'm going to use only one virtual method, that is create vehicle parts. I will create another factory which is called the motorcycle parts factory, and I will be returning a motorcycle parts instead. So yes, I think that's it. So in the create vehicle parts for the civil cars parts, I'm returning a civil car parts, and for the motorcycle, I'm returning a motorcycle parts. So taking a look at the main function, I'm creating a pointer to factory, to civil cars factory, and I'm creating another pointer to a motorcycle parts factory. And here I'm calling the civil cars factory to create a vehicle parts, and I'm receiving a pointer here. I'm calling the engine method for the pointer and the wheels method for this pointer to check whether I'm creating the right object type. And after that, I'm deleting the pointer, and I'm creating another pointer, this time of a motorcycle factory. I'm sorry, vehicle parts pointer, which will be calling the motorcycle factories method of create vehicle parts. And again, I will be testing the engine method and the wheels method. And after that, I will be deleting the pointer. So if I run this, you will see okay, so you see that I have created after calling the engine method, I'm saying that this is a civil car engine, although it was defined as a vehicle parts, but due to polymorphism, it is calling the right method. When calling the wheels method, I'm saying that this is a civil car wheels. Okay. So after that, I'm calling the motorcycle cars part, engine method, which is telling me that this is the motorcycle's engine, and as well for the wheels, it is telling me that this is the motorcycle wheels. This actually concludes the abstract factory design pattern. So I hope you are understanding the difference between the two. The factory method, which is a static method that resides inside the factory class, and which is responsible for creation and deletion of instances of certain objects, and which decides which type of the object to create upon request. It receives a parameter to decide what type of object to create, and which is a friend to the product that is going to create. This is essential to understand that. On the other hand, the abstract factory is simply another class hierarchy that is responsible for creating certain products. So you specialize the factory itself. So I hope this was useful for you. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment. I will try to answer all your questions if needed. And hope to see you soon in some next tutorial of mine. Bye bye.